If you saw this month's Eastwood catalog, you probably noticed that we featured our Eastwood buffing product line. We polished a portion of this old valve cover, and we thought we'd show you how easy the process is to bring old parts back to a high luster. So let's get started. Buffing is a multi-step process, the first of which is to clean any old paint or grease off of the part. Because this valve cover is aluminum, we're going to start with our Triple E buffing compound and a spiral sewn buffing wheel, as you can see here. Next, we're going to show you how to apply the buffing compound to your fresh wheel. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you hold your buffing compound towards the bottom half of the buffing wheel. Use light force and apply an even coat. Okay, now that you have your compound applied to the buffing wheel, you're going to want to take the part and again hold it towards the bottom half of the buffing wheel, applying medium force as you work it back and forth to get this first compound worked into the metal. As you can see, we've buffed most of the unpolished area of this side of the valve cover with the Triple E. Now we do have two small areas here and here that we were not able to get into with the buff motor. This is where the Eastwood Deluxe polishing kit comes in handy to get into these hard to reach areas. I'm going to use one of these tapered attachments to get into those areas to get them nice and polished up. Okay, now that we got all the hard to reach areas with the drill attachments, we're going to continue on with the white rouge and the loose section buffing wheel to get a mirror polish on the rest of the valve cover. But before you actually begin buffing, you're going to want to use your buff rake to clean out any old contaminants or buffing compound from the wheel. So let's get buffing. I also like to use Eastwood Pre in between steps to clean any excess buffing compound off of the part. As you can see, we have this side of the valve cover polished up quite nicely. Now the final step to keeping this area from becoming faded is to use the Eastwood Metal Protect. It applies easily, dries fast, and leaves no residue at all. Thanks for checking out the video, and don't forget to visit the Eastwood forums for more discussions on buffing and polishing.